Hello, YouTube. And we're going to be playing Paranormasight. I've seen some stuff on this game. Unlike some other visual novel hybrids or visual novels, I don't actually know how much of a hybrid this one will be. In terms of visual novels that I've seen other streamers play, I saw a decent chunk of the midway point of this game. Like a few hours, because I was very invested, but I still wanted to play it for myself. It wasn't like a passing, oh, this is interesting. It was just, this is actually a really cool looking game. Developed and published by Square Enix. Paranormasight, from what I could tell, has a couple of inspirations. One of the biggest ones happening to be Zero Escape. At least in terms of a couple of things. Things that I will not go into, because we will see them as they come. But, I saw that and I was like, okay, yeah, alright. This could probably scratch the Zero Escape itch. So yeah, let me undeafen so my companion, Fisk, can hear. Hello.
Hello.
We've adjusted some volume settings so they are audible. Hopefully. I didn't change anything on your side. But yeah. I'm gonna pause this and raise the volume of our lovely Paranormasight. Hopefully this is not too loud. I may lower it still. There is voice acting, but we can turn it off. I don't know if the voice acting's in English or not. But if it isn't, then we may just turn it off.
Well, hopefully there'll be some parts of gameplay in the first 2 hours.
Alright. Oh! Okay. This is actually really fast. I was expecting it to be slower. But yeah.
Sorry.
Excuse you. Ah, you are
Excuse
here.
you.
Welcome. I've been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the storyteller. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I shall be your guide going forward.
How did you get out of the TV?
Now then, before we begin our story, there are several things I must bring to your attention. First, this game uses autosave.
First, D-snap is what you should have said.
Alright.
You missed it. You should have said that. Why didn't you?
Wasn't thinking
You're
about
a fool.
that. The game will automatically save at
How
regular
could you
intervals.
not be thinking about?
So you may stop playing at any time. Saving is a very important element of games. It is the only way to keep your memories in place. If you do not wish to rely on autosave alone, you can also save manually via the menu. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu
Look at
button.
that dramatic pose.
Yeah, he's actually looking at it. From here, you can check
No,
the
he's not. He's looking way too far up.
You can't tell. His mask's covering his eyes.
Then he's not looking at it!
From here, you can check the text log and view useful files and switch auto mode on and off. You can also adjust the brightness, volume, and other settings in the options menu. For instance, if there is a voice you would prefer not to hear, you can mute it by setting the voice volume to 0.
Me when Z speaks.
I suggest you check the brightness controls and other settings now before going on. Use curse. If cursors...
That's what I do.
Looking around, you can look around in most situations when you're able to use the controller. Try looking for hidden clues. Press and hold the cancel button to fast forward through the game. This will skip through all content regardless if you've previously read it or not. Okay, please stop auto going down. This controller does not have drift. Some games do this, where it just continues to go.
Forever.
Yeah, this will skip all content regardless if you have previously read it or not. Release to resume normal speed, it's doing it again. Autosaves will be created at every important juncture, so you can turn off the game at any time without worry. You can also save and load manually. When resuming the game, the last save will be loaded automatically. A variety of settings can be changed from the options menu. For example, you can set voice volume to 0 if you prefer not to hear voices. Okay, let me alt-tab real quick and get, Steam pulled up. Because I'm certain it's a controller setting that I have that I can turn off. Oh no, it's already off. Weird. Oh well.
You're just too powerful.
I guess so.
For real.
I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. Ah, there's one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. It would feel strange to go on without knowing your name. Please tell me what I may call you.
These nuts.
No.
Your mom.
Zeeb.
Yeah, that's the spelling. Nicely done. Excellent work.
What thing? That good?
I guess. Yes. Zitaku the bee.
How rude of me, please pardon my mistake. Was sure that's what you said, but it seems I was wrong. What came over me? Let me try again. You wish to be called Zeben Shark, yes. I see, very good.
I preferred Zitaku the bee.
Well, it's trying to do my whole username, but it's too long. It tried to get me by going, oh yeah, I asked you to put in a custom name, but I just read the files for your Steam account and was gonna call you that, but it got cut off because it can only be 10 characters. I see, very good. I seem to have gotten it right this time. Alright, now that we've been properly introduced, let us begin our story. Presented by Zeben Shark! From antiquity to present day, regardless of how society and civilization evolve, death has been a constant presence that none have ever escaped. Whether it is one's own or that of someone close, death is always a difficult thing to accept. This is an immutable reality, a value shared by all, no matter the age in which they live. In fact, oral traditions reflecting people's fears and prayers regarding death still remain, ghosts and spirits and so on. Similarly, in an attempt to defy death, many curses, rituals, and customs have been born from burning spirit incense to summoning the souls of the dead. Some of those secret arts are still being passed down to this day. Ah, on that note, Zeben Shark. This may seem rather abrupt, but... is there someone you wish to bring back from the dead? What if...
Yeah, these nuts.
What if you had one chance to use the secret art of resurrecting the dead? Yes, if you had the power to bring someone back to life one time, and one time only, what would you do? Well, what do you think?
I wouldn't want it. Let someone else have it.
You didn't like that answer? I see. Very interesting. Yes, that is what I thought you would say. What seems to be the matter? Ah, you want to know what this box that has been sitting here is?
That's a TV!
It's quite the curious thing, isn't it?
I know what a TV is!
Color television. The world I will be sending you to is full of devices such as this that do not exist in the age you are from. In this era, a color vision can be found in nearly every household.
Does that mean we're so young that we don't know what a fucking TV is, or that we're so old that we don't know what a TV is?
Not sure. That is not all. For example, if a person should wish to contact someone while they are out of their home, they use public telephones like this that can be found all over the city. Can you imagine what life
That's
would be like in such a time? Holy shit! I'd be thrilled to have you continue this story, Even Shark. After all,
That's
this is why you
fucking
came here,
wacko.
no? So, let us begin. I have kept you waiting long enough. I present to you Paranormasight, a bizarre tale surrounding the curse known as the Rite of Resurrection. A peculiar
Right of
yarn.
resurrection.
What?
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 A peculiar yarn ensnaring 9 men and women in a fierce fight for their lives as it unravels. Some of the characters appearing within surely share your views on the Rite of Resurrection. I imagine those who have lost someone dear to them will feel particularly strongly about it, clinging to it as their last desperate hope. The first I shall introduce, a man named Shogo Okie. Okie is one of them. Office worker. Shogo is an unremarkable young man entering his third year of working in the planning department at Hihaku Soaps, a chemicals company headquartered in Sumida. Born in western Tokyo to an ordinary family around the same time as the birth of color TV, he grew up amidst the boom of special effects heavy action films, anime, variety shows, professional baseball, and pop music. Shogo graduated from a famous private university in Tokyo and has since settled into an apolitical mindset, common among those of his generation, with no strong ideals and no particular dissatisfaction with the world as it develops around him. He is content to just go with the flow, having stumbled into his current position by pure chance, and it is safe to assume he will follow the stereotypical path of working his way up the ladder, starting a family, and remaining at the same company until retirement. He plays folk guitar as a hobby, and is currently looking for a girlfriend. What about the storyteller?
I wish my sex was huh? And my occupation was huh?
Breaking news.
Breaking news. These nuts. Sorry.
Stop. Oh, I wonder what it could be at such a time.
I'm sorry, I like torturing you.
Early this morning, the body of a drowned man was discovered at a park in Sumida City. Police have identified the body as Shogo Okie, a 25-year-old man who worked at a company in the area. We just read a whole ass paragraph about the guy and he's dead already.
Well, he didn't overstay his welcome. That's a good sign.
As signs of a struggle were found, the Sumida police suspect foul play and have launched an investigation. Oh, excuse me, please pay no mind to what you have just seen. Goodness, you very nearly saw something that would have spoiled the story. Just pretend you did not see that. Let us turn back time, back a smidge, and start again from there. Do you understand? You saw nothing. You know nothing.
Well,
You are
No.
nothing. No, this story is a work of fiction. All locations, characters, organizations, legends, etc. that appear in this game have no relation to reality. Gotta hit them with that disclosure. Was that you hitting them with the disclosure? What was that?
That was me popping my chair back.
Shogo?
Shogo!
Shogo, are you alright? A girl? Hey, can you hear me?
You girls so loud. Not in my game.
Whoa, huh? Hey, that's not a proper answer. Earth to Shogo Okie. What do you think you're doing falling asleep here? You gave me quite the shock. Come on now, up with you. Up. Trying. Okay, and? There. Voice volume is on. How's that? Alright? Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? Can you deign a voice for Shogo?
I'm fine, I think. There's definitely nothing wrong with my humors, though my head's still a little fuzzy.
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Turn your head around a little bit to see if you can walk alright. Good, good, you seem to be fine. What a relief. Do you remember anything? Like, where we are, or what we're doing? Oh no, you look so confused. You're messing with me, right? Stop it! You're scaring me. Alright, let's just calm down. Take a good look around you, okay?
I'm still a little woozy. What the hell is wrong with me? Wait, where am I? I should take a look around.
You're not gonna...
Where are we? Oh right, this is Sumida City, Tokyo. We're in Kinshibori Park near Kinshicho Station. Yoko brought me here saying she needed my help with something important. It's just past midnight. That explains why there's nobody around.
Oh my god, so much reading.
I got it. One of the 23 districts of Tokyo, located in the eastern part of the city, it is surrounded by the Sumida, Arakawa, and Kyunaka rivers. At the start of the Showa era, the area was still divided into two districts, the southern Honjo and northern Mukojima, but they were merged into one district after the Second World War. It is said to be named after the Sumida River and the banks that line it. Unlike the river, however, its name uses the character for ink rather than that for corner. Even now, people still frequently mix up the two. Despite suffering extensive damage from both the Great Kanto earthquake and air bombings during the war, Sumida managed to recover and come out on top every time. Once filled with samurai residences, it is now home to a thriving industrial district and many residential zones, though evidence of its previous character can still be found all around the area. Major landmarks, tourist attractions. Echo Temple, former Yasuda Gardens, site of Kozukenosuke's residence, Honzo Matsuzakacho Park, Sumida Park, Tokyo Metropolitan Memorial Hall, Mukojima Hyakkaen Gardens. Kinshibori Park, opened 1950, conveniently close to Kinshicho Station and surrounded on all sides by roads. This paved park is a popular spot for people to meet or relax. Kinshibori Park was named after the Kinshibori Canal, part of the southern Warigesui Canal, which could once be found nearby. In fact, the area's name, Kinshicho, was also derived from the canal.
Oh, there's a nice little check mark for when you've looked at everything. That's nice.
These telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on so they can be used in an emergency. That's an interesting looking playground. I bet it's crawling with kids during the daytime, but it's kind of peaceful here at night.
The way you read things sometimes. I mean, we all know how to public telephone. 10 yen per 3 minutes.
No, we don't. No, we don't. A small booth containing a public telephone, most often found in parks or along roads. Local telephone calls can be placed at the rate of 10 yen per 3 minutes. More recently, telephone booths capable of accepting prepaid cards known as telephone cards have begun to spread, enabling one to make a phone call without the need for small change. The telephone booths in the downtown area tend to be plastered with unauthorized advertisements and leaflets, a problem that has shown no signs of slowing down.
Yikes, that was close. If we died before we got our hands on the rite of resurrection, everything would be over before it started. Huh?
That's kind of sussy.
That's Yoko.
That's Yoko Fukunaga! Good, at least I can remember that much. I first met her about a month ago. She's 23, works as a housekeeper, and is really into the occult. If I think a little harder, I can probably recall a little more about what's going on. We've only met a few times, but we've really hit it off. She's a lot of fun to be around. I have no idea how she feels, though. I get the sense she isn't thinking about me that way right now. But I know I've got a thing for bubbly girls who are into dark things like the occult.
Oddly specific thing to have for people. A person. Paranormal fanatic Yoko Fukunaga. Female housekeeper. After obtaining a junior college degree, Yoko started working as a housekeeper. Due to her ability to see things others cannot, she has received strange looks from a young age. This ability spurred an interest in the paranormal, which she continues to pursue to this day. Following graduation, Yoko worked a desk job at a trading company, but butted heads with her supervisor, who was skeptical of the supernatural, and quit within a year. Now, while working as a housekeeper, she spends her days devouring mystery magazines and visiting haunted spots. As she vowed to live life true to herself and never change for the sake of others, Yoko has no regrets about the path she has taken. Yoko has a dog, a Shiba Inu named Okopoko, who has been by her side since she was a student.
Let me think! What can I remember? Okay, her name is Yoko Fukunaga. We met about a month ago. What's the deal with this park? It's yellow now. It was around noon on one of my days off. I had just finished running some errands in Kinchicho and was here taking a quick break. I was just looking around absent-mindedly. Then woman. When I noticed this girl loitering about. And I knew she was both bubbly and into the occult.
Can you at least read his lines a little more seriously?
What do you mean?
Well, just...
She was...
This man is about to die.
You shouldn't take life too seriously, even when you're about to die. She was digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. Like a weirdo! She seemed to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. Like a weirdo. My curiosity got the better of me before long, and I struck up a conversation. Hey, are you looking for something?
Ah, sorry, I must look like a total weirdo. Gabe called you out. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking for something.
If you want, I could give you a hand.
They've started. I heard the sounds.
I did too.
The fireworks. Really? I mean, that'd be a huge help, but...
But?
Are you really just a good Samaritan, or are you after, you know, something else?
Huh? Definitely the other thing. But you can say the good...
You're funny. At least you're upfront about it.
Hey, honesty is the best policy.
Okay, I guess I'll let you help me. Be warned, you might regret what you've gotten yourself into.
No worries. What are you looking for anyway? Did you lose a bracelet or something?
No, not exactly.
moron.
I'm searching for one of the 7 mysteries. Supposedly, this is the location of the Whispering Canal.
The what?
Now I've
I didn't
done
even
it.
need to know that he said that.
I bet you think I'm some kind of lunatic.
Well, someone here does.
The 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Do you know anything about it? I figured everyone around here would have at least heard of it, but I guess not. Honjo is what the southern part of Sumida is called. Sumida? Sumida. A long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into 2 separate cities. The north part was Mukujima, and the south part was Honjo.
Huh?
Am I bothering you?
That's not what you said. Well, I'm not a local or anything. I just work around here. Weirdo?
Oh, then no wonder you didn't know. Well, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo is a legend, dating all the way back to the Edo period.
Really? It's that old? That's like over 200 years ago. That's like mega old.
Oh, I've got your attention after all.
I just assumed it was one of those fake stories made up to chase the occult craze.
I don't blame you. A lot of the popular stories going around are pretty fishy. But the 7 Mysteries of Honjo are different, because they're all true.
They're true.
That's what I said. They're the real deal.
So hold on, what does that mean? Are you telling me there's actually paranormal stuff at work in this park?
Yep, pretty much. But there's got to be more to it. After all I've done, I still haven't found a thing.
That was the first time I met Yoko Fukunaga.
Hoi! Hoi hoi!
A location in the southern part of modern Suida City. It is considered mostly. It consisted of. Oh my god. Stop coughing, okay? You're messing me up. It's your fault, not mine. A location in the southern part of modern Sumida City. It consisted mostly of swamplands until the middle of the Edo period. While it wasn't originally considered part of the city of Edo itself, the area on the eastern side of the Sumida River began to be developed once the Ryogoku Bridge was built after the Great Fire of Meireki. While Honjo is known for its large number of rivers and canals, many of these were dug during the area's urbanization for drainage and sewage. The Ryogoku Bridge area, home to the Eiko Temple, eventually became filled with both people and shops. After a magistrate was assigned to the area and shops continued to pop up, it soon became part of Edo proper as its reputation as a lively place spread. Honjo, along with the other areas like Asakusa and Fukugawa, are still appreciated today for their old-fashioned feel and architecture. Honjo became known as a hotspot for strange happenings during the Edo period. A number of these stories have survived to this day and became known as the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. While many of these were likely the result of people blaming things they didn't understand on spirits or monsters, the stories continue to be told as urban legends. Despite what the name would imply, there are actually more than 10 of these strange tales. Their roots likely come from stories told by the city's common folk. Most famous of the stories is the Whispering Canal, which eventually became the basis for both an idiom and a well-known Rakugo story. The most famous of the seven mysteries. The Whispering Canal, the Fool's Procession, the Beckoning Light, the Haunting Clappers, the Evergreen Beach, the Taiko of Suguru, the Foot Washing Mansion, the One-Sided Reed, and the Ever-Burning Lantern. I'm pretty sure I know your favorite, and it's the Foot Washing Mansion.
No.
Yes.
I like the paintings.
You like the feet washing.
What are you writing?
I'm answering. I was looking up something so I could answer a text message. The Whispering Canal, an enduring superstition. Formerly known as Kinchibori, many fishermen once gathered on this section of the canal that ran through Honjo. As their days came to a close and their fishermen gathered up their catches, a terrifying voice would rise up from the canal, whispering, "Leave it behind! Leave it behind!" Those who ignored the voice found themselves unable to move, and their previously full baskets of fish emptied. They would then be dragged into the canal and never to return. This strange phenomenon continued to occur, and the people began to call this body of water the Whispering Canal.
Shh. You're fine.
Occult craze! Paranormal phenomena! The supernatural! Aliens! Cryptids! Lost civilizations! ESP! The list goes on! Such inexplainable phenomena are quick to take on a life of their own. A plesiosaur named Nessie living in the Loch Ness. Sightings of mythical creatures like this Uchinoko or the Hibagan. The urban legend of the Kuchisake Onna. Television reports of the spoon-bending psychics. Documentaries which feature mediums and spirit photography. These are only a few examples of stories that have captivated the public. There is no end to the obsession in sight, with magazines on paranormal phenomena enjoying widespread publication. Most recently, the rumors of an ancient ritual known as the Rite of Resurrection have been spreading in certain circles. We exchanged contact information and we've talked on the phone a few times since. We even met in person once or twice. But she never brought up the 7 mysteries of Honjo again. I figured she'd gotten bored of it. Until today, when all of a sudden she decided to resume her search. Huh? Wait a second, where did Yoko go? According to Yoko, the Whispering Canal, one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, is around here somewhere. It's apparently the story that the expression left at the canal originally came from. I think I left myself a note about it. I should check my files.
Yeah, we read it.
I read it. There she is. She's back to digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seems to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. No animal needs that much petting. Gee, she's still at it! That's right, she asked me to come here to help her look for one of the 7 mysteries. Actually, I think I did some research into the 7 mysteries of Honjo. Can't remember all too well. I should check my files!
Oh my god, well here's all
Oh
of
my
them.
god!
Oh my god!
The fool's precision. An enduring superstition. A mysterious tale regaling an encounter had by a daimyo at his residence in Honjo's Ushijima, now Komagata High School. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a kagura performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one neared the Warigesui Canal. The source of the sound was never located. The story is known as the Procession of the Tanuki, as many were of the belief that it must have been these mischievous tricksters behind it all. An enduring superstition. While walking along the road near Haonji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern light up ahead, despite there being no one around. Following it will cause it to go out suddenly when getting near, but just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear further ahead, as if guiding the one who sees it. Some say the flame is benevolent, leading people to their homes, while others believe it is a monster, leading people astray. Some even believe it's the vengeful spirit of someone that died, luring the lost to the land of the dead. An enduring superstition. As the evening bell rings in Iriekcho, near present-day Shumoku Bridge, a night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all the while striking his wooden clappers. Sorry, I was trying to sneeze, so I read that really weirdly. But tonight the sound of another set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers together again. Clack, clack. The echo answers again, but no matter how hard he searches for the source of the second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it was a work of mischievous tanuki or kitsune, while others say it was a warning from the spirit of someone who lost their life in a terrible fire. An enduring superstition! Once upon a time in North Okurabashi, a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shinden's residence, now known as the former Yasuda Gardens. It was so impressive that the house became known among the people as the Beech Residence. Somehow, no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As rumors spread of the eternally green tree, it became known as the evergreen beech. However, this particular species of tree was actually an evergreen, so the lack of fallen leaves was nothing out of the ordinary. This had led people to say that the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all. An enduring superstition!
Foul, please.
There once was a daimyo from the Hirosaki domain in Sugaru who built a residence in Midoricho on a large piece of land. On this estate was an almost 8-meter tall tower that served as a lookout for fires. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use the large drum that resided atop the tower in the event of a fire. While most towers use wooden blocks to sound the fire alarm, for some reason this residence was permitted to use drums. The residence and special privileges led to much speculation and gossip amongst the town folks. An enduring superstition. This is the story of something that occurred in the dead of night in a residence in Mikasacho, modern-day South Warigesui Street in Kamizawa. A foul-smelling wind rattled the house. Suddenly, a giant foot, drenched in blood, smashed through the ceiling. "Wash!" it commanded. After the servants carefully washed the foot, it returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken. A man who had been visited by the foot every night asked a friend to trade houses with him. That night, the foot stopped appearing. An enduring superstition. There was once an infamous rogue by the name of Tomezo who fell for a woman named Okoma. Tomezo persistently chased after Okoma, attempting to win her heart over and over again, but she rejected his advances each time. Enraged by her indifference to him, Tomezo brought a dagger to a canal near Ryogoku Bridge and attacked Okoma. He cut the arm and leg off of one side of her body and threw them into the canal. Ever since then, the reeds growing along the canal have only sprouted leaves on one side. An enduring superstition. On a bone-chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a soba cart along the canal known as South Warigesui, but there was something strange about this cart. No matter when one might visit, its owner is nowhere to be found, yet the lantern that hangs from it stays perpetually lit, burning brightly even with no oil to fuel it. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately roars back to life. However, there's also the tale of the never-burning lantern. Another telling of this story in which the soba cart's lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. Oh wait, she's coming back this way!
Hey, what was that just now?
It was fireworks. Huh?
Did you hear that?
Did we hear that?
I don't know, did we?
Did we?
Did
Our character
you?
has quite a bit of butt going on. Yeah, I was too busy looking at our main at this character's ass. You make the decision. No, I didn't hear anything. You sure you didn't just imagine it?
Okay, didn't need to read it so aggressively. Maybe I did.
Aggressive.
But it's your special talent. You should have been able to hear it. Pay closer attention for me, okay?
No. My special talent? What are you talking about? Crazy?
Huh? I
Wait.
mean your spirit sense. You look like you can handle your liquor.
What the fuck? Huh? I have no idea what drinking has to do with it, but I don't think so. I'm not very good at drinking, ma'am.
Well, you must.
What do you mean?
I mean, you can see me, right?
Huh? She just hit us with the bamboozle.
Shogo Okie, 1 a.m., Kinshibori Park.
It's gotten late. Really late, actually. It's already past 1 a.m. There's a chill in the air, but I guess that's normal for this time of year. Or so I keep telling myself. That's an interesting looking playground.
It was the same.
You're the same. These telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on so they can be used in emergency. I don't know how she's so comfortable talking about spirits and the paranormal at this time of night. Either she's got guts or she's just used to it. Unless... No! It can't be! She's paranormal! Wait. You're kidding, right?
About what?
I mean, just now. Kind of sounded like you were saying only people with spirit sense can see you.
Of course that was a joke. Duh. You don't really think I'm some kind of evil spirit, do you?
I've known most women to be evil spirits.
Whomst exactly?
Most women.
That's a little vague, don't you think?
That's just how I like things.
But yeah. I meant what I said about your spirit sense being strong. I bet you could down a whole gimlet in one gulp, seriously.
Oh, you bet I could.
That's the real reason I asked you to help me with this 7 Mysteries of Honjo business.
Okay, let me just clarify something. Are you saying you can actually see paranormal stuff?
Sure. I can handle a solid Moscow Mule.
Lady, you're not making... Why are you measuring this in terms of cocktails?
Not a believer, huh? Well...
What does that have to do with anything?
But you have to have seen some weird stuff over the years, right?
Yeah, you! Weird stuff.
Yeah, like things you could see but could never understand.
Like women. You can't be serious.
No, I think that's just a you problem.
What do you mean? I've got most of my memory back, but I still feel a bit out of it. About alcohol. Totally underrated, but do you actually drink real alcohol, I mean?
Whoa, talk about whiplash. Didn't expect you to start making small talk.
You're the one with this fucking weird-ass references. Well, our conversation was getting a bit dark. I figured a change of topic might lighten things up.
You have made
you murder
Shogo
me.
the most awkward character because of the way you've read him. Oh, I see. If you really want to know.
He has personality now.
I like to think I can handle a few drinks. But to tell you the truth, I've never actually had a Moscow Mule.
You're a liar and a thief! Really now?
I just thought it sounded cool. I would like to try it, though.
Why don't we go for a drink sometime then?
She didn't like that. She zoned out of that request. Ooh, are you asking me out? Ah, so you were after something else.
Well, we did say that. No,
We
that's
did.
not what I meant.
Just kidding. Yeah, I'd be up for that. But only
Nice.
if we find one of the 7 mysteries.
Damn it! Alright then, let's get to work! I've seen ghost photos in magazines before, but are you telling me they really exist?
You bet they do, but you can only recognize them if you really believe in them, so be careful.
What are you talking about? So even with my skill, I won't be able to see them if I doubt they exist?
That's right. The spirit world is all about the mind and the soul. You won't be able to see a thing unless you're properly in tune. But sometimes people get caught up in the moment, thinking they might see something, and then they really do because they believed they would.
So what you're saying is if I don't believe in them at all, then they can't have any power.
I'm immune to them because I'm not a believer.
Is that how that works?
But see, you don't understand. If you're immune to them, then you think they're real because you think you have immunity to something.
Oh no!
Ah!
She's got me!
Yep, just like drinking. You'll never know how much booze you can handle unless you're ready to down some shots. Don't cough in my face!
I'm still not sure I get the drinking thing.
You know, I realized how strange it was as the words left my mouth.
Then why'd you say it? Sheesh!
And if you can believe that, there might be hope for you yet.
There's no hope. You can't be serious. I just remembered. I actually did some research on the 7 Mysteries of Honjo at the library.
You did? What did you find?
I discovered there was one about feet.
Oh, tell me everything!
Although they're called the 7 Mysteries, the literature lists 9 of them.
Oh, I'm surprised you picked up on that. Nice researching.
I guess we don't count the tree and the feet because feet are feet and the tree's not really one.
And trees are
Some people
trees.
Trees are lame.
Some people think there could be... I'm Yoko, shut up!
Wait.
Some people think there could be up to
Actually,
15.
I'm Yoko.
That's the thing about these old folktales. Stuff gets added to them over the years.
That's more extra stories than main ones!
Yeah, but the 7 Mysteries rolls off the tongue way better than 9 or 15. I mean, come on, think about it. 7 hours, 7 persons, 7 doors would have been a way better game than 9.
True and real. What about the 15 the 15 person... What is it? 15... Oh, fuck.
15 hours, 15 persons, 15 doors.
15 doors. That would have been a killer game. If you say so!
But it makes sense, don't you think? It's more
No,
likely
it
to be
doesn't.
passed off if it's easy to remember.
Huh, that's a good point. So, I read some of the stories, and none of them were, well, scary. I thought these were supposed to be ghost stories.
You're really fitting into the role of superstitious or non-superstitious character that's gonna get killed off early in the movie. That's true.
More like absolutely fucking insane person.
That's true. They're more like a collection of superstitions, really. But there are some pretty disturbing ones in the mix.
Like the one about feet. That one was pretty disturbing. Yeah, like the one that's supposed to take place here. The Whispering Canal. People who fished... Fucking hell. People who fished in this canal would hear a voice saying, "Leave it!" They had to abandon their catch, or the canal would take it and eat them.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't know about the eating part.
And then there was that one about the feet. Is that what you were expecting to find here in this park?
Well, what? Feet? No. Not quite. We're talking about a folktale from hundreds of years ago. After centuries of the telephone game, who knows if it's anything like the original story?
So basically, using the true story of the Whispering Canal might be completely different from what we know now?
Exactly. I'm sure it is. I'm
That's
sure
fucking
all of them
whack.
kill people in some way. I mean, weren't you
Pretty
curious?
sure the feet one ended with a bit more stomping, if you catch my drift. About what?
About what? People from around here have that expression left at the canal, right? Meaning to abandon someone. This story is where it comes from. Except the story being told today is about fish. There's nothing in it about leaving people behind.
Now that you mention it, that's true! So you're saying the original story maybe did involve someone being abandoned?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Ah, gotcha. Oh, by the way, we were talking about the rite of resurrection, ?
Oh, your memory is as strong as your tolerance. I'm gonna start you Martini Man Shogo.
And I'll wear that name with pride. I'm really climbing up the drinks menu, huh?
So, you know about it, huh? The rite of resurrection.
Can we go back to the Martini Man part?
A magazine ran a feature on it recently that got practically everyone talking about it.
Really? Maybe that's where I heard about it.
Definitely not the weird long-haired masked guy talking about it, and then about my reported death on the new- I mean, wait.
Maybe the weirdo with the face. The weirdo with the face. I got him. No, I don't know. It seems a little too far-fetched to be true.
So, the rite of resurrection. It's the forbidden art of bringing the dead back to life, concocted by a famous onmyoji from an ancient age. Rumor has
Pure
it an
famous
old man.
onmyoji from an ancient age.
Oh, wow, okay. And then she just leaves. We never hear from her again. Rumor has it an old manuscript containing actual concrete details about the rite was recently discovered. This rumor comes from a presentation given by the local historian Hideki Araishi. Araishi.
Ishi.
At an academic conference.
You sure know a lot about this stuff.
That's because I'm secretly a huge occult buff.
Well, I don't know about secretly. I kinda got that.
Oh.
But if a researcher spoke about it at an academic conference, then it must have some basis in fact.
Exactly! That's why I believe the rite of resurrection is real.
So now I'm starting to believe it too.
Don't! You'll die. Good! The pursuit of the unknown starts with belief. I got that from Professor Araishi himself.
I still think you're a ghost, lady. Oh, files. I love files.
Oh, hell yeah!
As indicated by its name, this manuscript holds detailed instructions on how to perform the secret art of reviving the dead. This forbidden ritual is said to have been devised by a once famous onmyoji local researcher Hideaki Araishi. Recently discovered old manuscript and gave a presentation on it at an academic conference, sending ripples through the field of occult studies. Wait, hang on! I got another question!
Can you ask it without screaming first?
You mentioned the rite of resurrection! Are you looking for that too?
Dude, it's nearly 2 a.m. Lower your voice.
No! Does it have something to do with the 7 mysteries of Honjo?
Ooh, you're sharp. I could cut my finger on you.
That is a weird way to say that.
To tell the truth, it's actually the other way around.
What do you mean? The 7 mysteries of Honjo were the friends we made along the way?
The 7 monsteries? Well, I started off searching for the rite of resurrection. But along the way I realized that I needed to investigate the 7 mysteries of Honjo first.
Well, how did you realize that then? See, so then... What's that got to do with the 7 mysteries? So about the connection between this rite and the 7 mysteries. Putting together everything we've talked about, my guess is the origin My guess is that the original stories behind the 7 mysteries, the true stories, are the key to finding the rite of resurrection. And that's why you're here searching for one of them. Do I have that right?
Wow, 10 out of 10. You're proving to be quite the capable assistant.
Whoa. What do you mean assistant? Since when was I your assistant?
Anyway, this is all just hearsay, but...
Hey, don't avoid the question.
Some say that what led to the 7 mysteries coming to be was the rite of resurrection itself.
Don't the stories come from the Edo period? I thought the rite of resurrection was supposed to be way older than that.
Right. It seems that an onmyoji from the Edo period rediscovered the ancient art. That old manuscript I mentioned with all the details on how to use the rite, apparently it was written in the Edo period. Oh right, I never told you its name. The manuscript is called The Record of Fates.
Whoa! What a name!
And it speculates that the secret of the rite is hidden within the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So now, the 7 mysteries are a hot new trend.
Among who? You know, this whole thing's starting to sound pretty questionable.
Come on, remember what I said about the pursuit of the unknown?
Starts with belief. Right. I'm doing all this for a drink with a woman. I have my priorities seriously twisted. An old manuscript from the Edo period, written by the sorcerer who recovered the rite of resurrection. It is viewed as a priceless and authentic document due to its detailed account on how to perform the ritual. Why you look for?
Why right look for are you?
If you're looking into way bring someone back from dead, does that mean someone you want bring back?
Speak like a normal person, please.
You know what? Forget it. It just came to mind, so I thought I'd ask. I didn't mean to pry. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I figured I'd need to tell you at some point. It's Ogopoko.
Not Ogopogo! Ogopogo?
Yeah, I want to bring Ogopoko back to life. I'm assuming that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. He died in an accident about a month ago. You want to use the rite of resurrection to bring back your dog. That is some dedication.
Ogopogo died.
Right. Ogopogo was my dog. I had him for 8 years. I can't wait for somebody to find this years later and go, excuse you, it's pronounced, and then it's like a third way that neither of us are using.
Ogopogo.
I had him for 8 years.
Obviously not. Okay, your dog. Gotcha. So you spent a long time together. Losing him must have been really hard for you.
Yeah.
Reviving a dog for a drink.
To be honest, I'm not sure if the rite even works on dogs. But as soon as
What do
I
you
found
mean?
out about it, I knew I had to give it a try. I don't think I could forgive myself if I just let the opportunity pass by.
Definitely. Now I understand why you feel so strongly about it. Thanks for telling me. I know this must be hard to talk about.
But you know what? All that led to me meeting you. So at least something good came out of it. Though that doesn't mean I'll stop looking, obviously.
Yoko! I'll do everything I can to help you!
I will live up to being your assistant and Martini Man Shogro.
I will become The real, true martini man.
Yay! I'm so glad to hear that. Let's keep up the hard work then, yeah?
Whoa! What the hell? Feels like the air just changed. Think. What was that just now? I wish I could get the think command sometime. Something's got Yoko real rattled. I feel eyes on my back. I can't move. Is there something behind me?
Hello, cat.
Shut the fuck up, cat. Yoko, are you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Stay with me.
No, this can't be. No, no. Why?
Yoko! Yoko! Something's got Yoko really rattled.
Hello, Theta.
What's it gonna be? Oh, your crosshair. Nope, that's not a crosshair. You're... What do you mean? We looked behind you. It's no use. She's in no condition to talk. Maybe it's up? Or down? Maybe it's a small ghost. Yoko's pointing over here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Okay, it's an invisible ghost. I don't get this! Shut up, Mila! What's going on? Did something happen? Yoko? Hello? Hey, I turned around for 1 second and you couldn't stay alive for that long?
How are we?
Huh?
We're doing better than Yoko.
I'm doing fantastic!
Yoko, on the other hand, seems to be in a bit of trouble.
Yoko, on the other hand, looks like she might have just peaced out for the evening. Huh? What the? What is... something's... What is it? Why is this happening? Why are you screaming at me?
It's still 1 a.m.
It's still 1 a.m.
Uh-oh.
Does that mean... That's a face. Yoko. Answer me. Yoko. I'm trying not to burp so hard.
No, that's Mila. She's in Fisk's room screaming.
That was me that time. I know you couldn't tell the difference. No way! It can't be! Why? Why? Gotta calm down. Calm down, damn it. I did all of that for a drink with her.
What about Martini Man, Yoko? Martini Man, Shogo, you told me yourself.
You don't know she's dead. You're not a doctor. It's fine. You're fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, maybe chill out a little.
What the hell just happened? No, damn it. I've got bigger problems. Mainly me. I'm the biggest problem there could be. Yoko, just hold on. Everything's gonna be okay. Oh god, she's not breathing. She's cold, and I don't feel a pulse. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Okay. An ambulance. Right, I've got to call an ambulance. I need a phone. You know, something we read about several times in the files? Right, the phone! I gotta call an ambulance! Beep boop, beep boop. Hello, ambulance.
110!
I called it in. The ambulance shouldn't be long. But is it gonna make a difference? Her body's gone stiff. Her skin is cold. And I don't think she's breathing. Why do you keep screaming at me? She looks more like a mannequin than a person now.
Probably because she wants you to pet her.
I don't think there's any coming back from that. I don't get it. Just a few minutes ago, we were chatting away without a care in the world. Called me Martini Man. Yoko. How did this happen? How could someone so bright and bubbly, with an interest in the occult, just suddenly drop dead? Resurrector. Huh? Oh, that's right. If that rite of resurrection she was talking about really does exist, there might be a way to bring her back. Someone can just drop dead out of nowhere, like they were cursed. Then why shouldn't there be a way to bring them back to life? Yoko believed in it, so if I believe in her, it seems completely possible. There's a moment happening, you fuckhead! Maybe, just maybe, I can still save her.
Just pet the cat.
She doesn't want pets, she wants out. But if I gotta deal with the spirit senses and curses and whatever... I didn't fucking say that right. Even if I got... Fucking hell. Even if I've got to deal with spirit senses and curses and whatever, I've got to try. Wait for me, Yoko. I promise. I'll use the rite of resurrection to bring you back. Accidentally brings back the dog.
No!
Right before she died, I felt a strange presence a few times. It sounded like two idiots talking into my brain. It seemed like she saw something that shook her to the bone. Possibly two idiots talking into my brain. There's something strange going on. Maybe it's still here.
Hello, Days. How long before Fisk does goofy voices for the characters? Already happened.
What could she have seen? She mentioned the rite of resurrection and 7 mysteries were connected. What do you want from me? So maybe whatever it was she saw.
Shogo yelling at the ghost cat.
Had something to do with that whispering canal! Whoa! Damn it, that presence again. Must be around here somewhere. But where? The cold night feels like... The cold night air feels like it's pressing down on me. Just standing here makes me want to scream. But I can't figure problems right now. Namely, myself and Yoko, we are both problems. Yeah, bigger problems. I called an ambulance already. It should be here soon. What's on the ground? Does she have her shoes off? Oh, of course. I don't know how it took me so long to realize. This has to be some weird prank she's playing. Any second now, she's gonna open her eyes, get up, and have a good laugh at how scared I was. Right, Yoko? You can give it up now. Boy, did I fall for that one. You really got me good. Wait, no, I've got it. You really were some sort of spirit all along. There's no way you're really dead, right? Not even fooling myself anymore. There's no going back, only forward. You know my favorite part about this? There's something here. I know it. I just need to look harder. Although some innocent poking around about the 7 mysteries was enough to get Yoko killed, there's a good chance of the same thing happening to me. Possibly from the ghost cat. But I already knew that when I decided to get involved. There's some shit on the ground, bro. Huh? There's something on the ground. Did Yoko drop this? This might snap my neck sideways. I didn't notice it till now, but there's a small wooden sculpture by her side. It's 3 or 4 centimeters tall. It looks like it could be a keychain, but from how rotted it is, it's way too old for that. Despite how tiny it is, I feel almost palpable malice radiating from it. What the hell is this thing? It's a fish. I wonder what it could be related to. Perhaps the Whispering Canal? Or maybe it has to do with the feet stamping. Ah! What the? Are these the Whispering Canal's memories?
Why help me, leave me? It hurts. Drop dead.
Yeah! Such deep sorrow, a resentful memory is flowing into my mind.
Turn their backs. They walk away. They leave me behind. Drop dead. Kill them. Kill them! Those who walk away. Kill them all!
You've acquired the power of the Curse Stone, the Whispering Canal. You can use it to kill those who walk away from you. Press the Use Curse button to kill your target as they attempt to depart. Alright, Z, you heard it! Next time you leave me, you're fucking dead! A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like a thick black tar. Or just thick black tar, and not a thick black tar.
Now.
Oh wait,
Kill.
this is...
Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who strongly desires the right. Kill them.
Who's them?
Should you seek life's restoration,
Can I know who them is first?
take your curse in hand. Reap lives by the score. And claim their soul dregs for your own.
Okay, so now we're killing a bunch of people for a dog, a person we've known for a month, and a drink.
Collect enough to sate this vessel. And by their sacrifice, claim the gift of resurrection. Or better yet, slay your fellow curse bearers. For theirs are the equal of droves of lesser souls.
Can we find the person with the foot curse?
Now, go forth and kill.
I think I specifically want to kill that one. The Whispering Canal!
Kills by drowning one who leaves the curse bearer behind.
A resentful memory! Toki left fishing with her father and Shinkichi more than anything! With their wicker baskets on their back, they would leave for the canal every morning and fish till the evening. The miso soup her mother Koma made using the carp they caught was to die for. Her parents loved her dearly. One day, however, her father disappeared. Toki's mother went to look for him and never came back either. Those who came to express their concern eventually stopped visiting her out of fear. Toki continued to wait all alone. Mother, father, where did you go? Don't leave me behind. Unable to bear the loneliness, she left her home and trudged along the roads until night fell. Neither her nor her neither her mother nor her father were anywhere to be found. Tears stung her eyes. Suddenly, the sound of fish splashing in the water cut through the silence. She found herself standing before the canal where they used to fish together. The taste of carp and the memory of her father's smile flashed across her mind. Without thinking, Toki walked to the boat. The sound of the water splashing echoed through the night air. Pacified thought only of the fish in the canal. The splashing faded, and the silence returned to the lonely night.
Okay, you can read the next one slower.
Curse echoes are the visual manifestation of curses! These manifestations are fundamentally related to the origin of the curse. They do not always take the same shape and may sometimes appear in more abstract or disfigured form. They lack consciousness, unlike a spirit, and thus are mere dregs of a soul. Curses are made tangible by what is known as a soul dreg. Someone possessed by a curse that has a curse echo is called a curse bearer. A curse echo in itself is a curse, and a possessed cursed bearer can inflict that curse upon others at will. A curse that comes with a curse echo is considered very powerful in and of itself. Ordinarily, those with no spirit sense would not be able to perceive a curse echo, but anyone who becomes a cursed bearer can see other curse echoes. Old Nitsuke carvings imbued with curses derived from the 7 mysteries of Hojo. Ordinarily, though, only those with spirit sense can wield such curses, but these curse stones allow ordinary people to use them just as legally. When someone dies, their life essence leaves their body and becomes a soul. If one is killed by means of certain curses, however, their life essence will turn into residue known as soul dregs. The rite of resurrection essentially uses these soul dregs as a sacrificial offering to bring back the dead, but the amount of soul dregs required depends on when the person being resurrected passed away. The more time has passed since their passing, the more soul dregs are required.
Ah. Okay.
So we don't need that many soul dregs, because she just died. Nice. What the hell was that? It was like the curse's memories flowed directly into my mind. In an instant, I understood everything. When I picked oh my god, fucking hell. When I picked up this cursor... When I picked up this cursed stone, the Whispering Canal must have cursed me. I also heard a strange voice. It told me that if I wanted the right, I have to kill a bunch of people with this cursed stone and collect their souls? I guess it's good to know that the right really exists. But this thing wants me to kill people to get it? Screw that. Putting my own life on the line is one thing. Murdering other people is another thing entirely. Not just one person either. Scores had said. So this is the curse of the Whispering Canal, huh? The curse that traps the soul of anyone who tries to walk away from me. But if I use it and collect enough souls, then I'll be able to bring Yoko back. Something about the other curse bearers being worth more soul dregs. Jeez. I'm really at a loss here. Think! I've got my own curse stone, and the curse of the Whispering Canal. I'm in way over my head. Was Yoko the one who dropped this curse stone? Does that mean she was the previous owner of the curse of the Whispering Canal? Then, did she know what the rite of resurrection involved? Wait a second! Feels like I'm being watched. Is someone there? Where are you?
Ah!
Shadowy figure!
Excuse you!
What the fuck was that going across the screen? Now that I look closer, is someone there? Hey, yo! They must be ignoring me on purpose. Maybe they're waiting to see what I do. And you crawl on all fours towards them. Hey, yo? Hey! Who's there? Bye. Okay, never mind, you got closer.
Oh my, how unexpected.
You're taller than me, I can tell. So I don't like you.
It was your curse that killed that poor woman, I take it.
What? Bro, she died first.
Cat got your tongue, Mr. Okie?
Okay, maybe there was a cat in here torturing me earlier, but that doesn't mean it has my tongue. Huh? That man! Who is he? He looks to be in his 30s or 40s. What does that have to do with anything? He's all dressed up in a suit and tie, but he somehow looks real shady. You know, maybe because he's hanging around at a park at 1 a.m.? What's he doing here? Was he watching us all this time? Something tells me curses are nothing new to him. Is this the bearer of the foot curse? If he's one of the other curse bearers, then I need to be careful. He might be here to kill me and take my curse stone. But by the same token, killing him will net me a lot of soul dread. A tall, humorless-looking man. He doesn't look familiar to me. He's acting like he knows me, though. Have we met somewhere before? I still don't have a clue who you are. How do you know me? Have we met?
Dear me, it is always humbling to find that one is not as well known as one believes. Perhaps my name will help you remember. I am Takumi Yumioka.
Takumi Yumioka? I was totally not paying attention for a second there.
Does that ring any bells?
No, I think I've heard that name somewhere before, maybe. I live under a rock.
So, you do not even know my name. How disappointing. Disappointing,
Well,
but fortuitous.
Sex? Male. Occupation? Huh? Curse echo? Huh? The man who was Okay.
I just wanted to see, because I was like, oh, Curse Echo.
The man who was covertly watching Shogo Oki at Kishibori Park.
Because now we have Curse Echo Whispering Canal.
Does that mean he has Curse Echo feet?
Well then, Mr. Okie, allow me to make you a proposition.
Oh, look at her dead in the background, holy...
You have a curse stone in your possession. I would like you to give it to me.
Well, either way, we're not gonna give it to him, because he's shady, and we don't trust people. I can't! I needed to bring Yoko back to life!
Oh my. So you mean to use it then?
So you know about the 7 mysteries of Honjo and their curses and all that, don't you?
But of course, those curse stones. They are terribly dangerous things, capable of killing without a trace so long as their conditions are met.
I haven't thought about it that way, but yeah.
Imagine what might happen if one fell into the wrong hands. They would be safer in mine, don't you agree? Although it seems
No.
I arrived too late to stop you from killing that poor woman.
What are you? That wasn't me!
I am willing to overlook your indiscretion, but only if you give me your curse stone.
No way in hell! For all I know, the wrong hands are yours.
Very well. I had hoped to settle this amicably, but you leave me no choice.
Are we gonna have a curse fight? This Takumi guy must have a curse stone of his own. He must have a curse stone, right? At least it'd be safer to assume so. It would explain how he knows so damn much. That or he's like an onmyoji or something. So he can kill me instantly, as long as he fulfills his stone's conditions. Till I know what those conditions are, I can't make any sudden moves. It's probably the foot one, so let's wash his feet. Come on. Come on, Shogo, you gotta touch his feet!
Stop it with the feet!
I have to keep him talking, learn what I can, and figure out a way to get my curse out first. It's like we're having a Pokemon battle. How can I get him to leave me behind? Well, it would be a waste not to take this chance to find out about the other curse bearers. Scenario 1. He does what he came here to do. Scenario 2. He suddenly needs to be somewhere else. He's probably here for my curse stone, so I don't think he gets out of Scenario 1 alive. Scenario 2 means hoping something will happen by chance, and luck is rarely on my side. So my only hope is Scenario 3. Something makes it impossible for him to save. Like I stab him! I don't have to keep him away forever. I just need him to get him to walk away once. Look! There's a ghost behind you! Do you think that one would work?
No, I don't think so.
Yumioka. He said his name was. He hasn't taken his eyes off me for a second. Even now, he's still staring right at me. Who the hell is he? Maybe if I focus, I can recall something useful. Takumi Yumioka. How the hell does he know me? It's not like maybe he's my father. It's not like I've been getting out much. I barely have a life outside of work.
I feel like he would remember that!
Well, he didn't remember why he came to the place he was in. Think. I don't have to... Give me a sec. Let me let Cat out. Maybe we should ask Toko and see what she thinks. Hey, there's a fucking squiggly figgly over there. The hell is that? Looks like a light floating in midair! I can't see because I'm letting my cat out and grabbing some goldfish. Ah! Wait, I should turn my fan off because I was really fucking cold. I'm stuck. Help! I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Ah! Ow! I have gained the ability to hear.
We need something to keep him talking. Yeah, I need a topic that'll keep him talking. My best bet would be... probably about this stone, right?
Well, we don't want to give him too much information. Maybe, I mean, I would think it'd be Yoko. Or himself. How do I know it wasn't you who killed Yoko with your curse?
Mr. Okie, if you are hoping to trick me into revealing whether I possess a curse stone, I assure you, you cannot. It is your curse that was responsible, Mr. Okie, no matter what you might tell yourself.
That doesn't make any sense. I only found this after Yoko died.
Oh.
Don't play dumb. I know you're the one who did this.
Whether you choose to believe me is your prerogative, but you are mistaken. But you should know that multiple curses awakened at once at the stroke of midnight. There are many other curses in Honjo, and many other curse bearers. Is it not premature of you to assume that I am the one responsible?
Wait, so you're saying that at midnight a bunch of people became curse bearers? It's freaking crazy. There's no point in continuing this conversation. For all I know, he could be telling me anything. I would assume about... Oh, well, that opened up a new dialogue, so maybe that one? For each of the 7 mysteries, there's a curse and a curse bearer, right? Do you know what any of the others are?
And what would you do with that information? Your intentions are nothing untoward, I hope. It is in the hearts of the selfish and insipid, of those who would be most tempted by the rite of resurrection, that the curses take root. And a curse's resentful memory is in part a powerful urge to kill, as I am certain you are aware. You are a victim of circumstance, Mr. Okie, but your situation is exceedingly dangerous. You must relinquish your curse stone for your own benefit, before it is too late.
Too late? It's already too late! There's no going back. All I can do is keep pressing forward. And if you're gonna stand in my way, then I'll have to stop you.
Am I to take that as a threat, Mr. Okie? I would encourage you to exercise more discretion before you fall foul of a curse.
Maybe about, him? Before I give you my curse stone, I want to know who you are. Need to know if I can trust you.
A reasonable enough concern. Very well. I am an associate of the great sorcerer, Suigen Gamyodo.
Suigen Gamyodo?
Indeed. You must have heard of him. I believe he was recently featured in a certain magazine.
I can't read.
How unfortunate. But your unfortunate companion there came seeking his counsel not a few days ago. It was from her that I learned your name. I thought she would have mentioned me to you, but it seems that was presumptuous of me.
When did this happen?
Why, just 2 or 3 days ago.
Well, you're just 2 or 3 days ago. I got it. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not buying that. He knows I don't know who he is, so he's just trying to feed me his story. I've only known Yoko for a month, but she never mentioned going to see some mystic. Although it is Yoko we're talking about here, so it's hard to say for sure.
I hope that is enough to convince you that my hands are more than trustworthy.
Your hands just seem like regular hands.
Ah!
My work! That's how he has to knows me! I never actually met him, so it totally slipped my mind. Wait, what?
He is secretary to the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps.
I read that so wrong. I read it as Takumi is the secret chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps, a chemicals company headquartered in Sumida City. And I was like, huh? Takumi worships the company chairwoman Natsue Yamamori and demonstrates his unwavering loyalty through a swift and exact execution of every task given to him. Just as Natsue Yamamori continues to exert tremendous influence over the company since her retirement from the presidency, so too does Takumi continue to support her behind the scenes. Acting as Natsue's mouthpiece in this capacity has earned... Acting as Natsue's mouthpiece in this capacity has earned him the ire of the current president and the board of directors. Takumi knows the names and faces of not only all employees at the head office, but also the temporary workers in their factories and warehouses, and even their main suppliers. Okay, that's a little too far, brother. Suigen Gamyodo my ass. This guy thinks he can sell me something. But I don't know if having figured that out helps me much right now. He works at Hihaku Soaps, just like me. He's the secretary to the chairwoman Natsue Yamamori. No wonder I didn't recognize him. He's way above us lowly peons. I've only ever seen him in the company bulletins. But he knew who I was. Could he have memorized the names and faces of everyone in the company?
Do we go for the kill?
Yeah! Kill first! Ask questions later. Suigen Gamioto, my ass. I know who you are. You work at Hihaku Soaps, just like me. You're the chairwoman's secretary!
Well, that took you long enough. Your lack of company loyalty is frankly astounding. Allow me to reiterate my request, then. Not as a stranger, but as your superior.
Hey, we're not at the office. You don't get to push me around like that. Why is our chairwoman's secretary even out looking for cursed stones anyway?
I refrained from revealing myself precisely to avoid such questions, but I suppose needs must.
Man, if we weren't so much of an idiot, then what was he gonna fucking say?
Give it to me now!
No,
Pulls out a gun.
I'm not the secretary. Take my cursed stone! Bullet!
Except it's really hard to... He'd have to be a police officer in order to carry a gun. Which he is not. Yeah. Japan laws.
Or have the police in his pocket, then he could possibly get one pretty easily.
True. Since the dawn of the Showa era, the land of
Or
Honjo...
have a cursed stone that is a gun.
The gun curse. The land of Honjo has nurtured our company's growth, and vice versa. It is our duty to ensure that curses do not take root in this land we know as our home.
I'm not sure I buy that.
Like many things, it is not a matter that concerns the rank and file. The chairwoman has no desire to spread fear through our beloved company's birthplace. Now, if that is all, I must insist that you hand me your cursed stone.
Why are you so convinced that it was my curse that killed Yoko?
Why? It is simply that.
Huh?
I do believe I just saw your companion move.
She what?
Don't fall for it!
Turn.
What are you doing? Should you not check on her?
I don't trust
Don't
this
fall
man.
for it!
What do you want with my cursed stone anyway? Bitch.
I intend to seal it away in a secure location, so it may never be used again. I am certain that you two would rather be free of this burden. The power to kill without fear of consequence is, in itself, a curse. There are many ne'er-do-wells in this world who could not resist the urge to use it. All the more so if promised the chance to resurrect the dead.
Maybe the chairwoman's dead, and because he's a major hardcore simp, he's gotta resurrect her. You'll seal it away? How?
I will put it in the care of a sorcerer who is well versed in supernatural matters.
Sorry.
If I have gained your trust, I must ask you to hand me your cursed stone. Shit, we don't have any- we can't do anything, we have no choice!
I don't think I'm gonna hand you my cursed stone.
I think Broski's dead, Martini Man Shogo is gonna die.
Not Martini Man! You were too young.
Ah!
Wait, I've got it. I know how I can convince him to leave.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Oh crap! I think you have Ligma.
That wouldn't get him to turn around.
It would get him to run away because he would fall for it. I totally forgot.
What is it? Hand over curse stone!
I mean... Alright, I forgot to mention, I called an ambulance. Should be coming any minute now.
An ambulance.
An ambulance?
Have you lost your mind? They will arrive to find you standing next to a corpse, alone in the dead of night. No doubt they will hand you over to the police, who will have some questions for you.
Probably, but I'm sticking with Yoko. I have known her for a month, but she promised to get me a drink, so I kinda have to resurrect her because I want that drink. Unless you want to join me in an interrogation room, you better get out of here.
You're telling the truth, I see. They are getting closer by the second. I cannot afford to be waylaid at this juncture. I fear I must take my leave. Do we kill him?
Yeah, boy.
Shogo Kie, you dare!
Wait, were we not supposed... Was there an option? Was there an option not to kill him?
Yeah, we had the option to just let him leave. But we just killed him.
Oops. We're gonna get a bad ending now. Now we're actually gonna get arrested. Oopsie. I didn't know it. I thought we had to kill him.
Daisy, I just killed a man.
I thought we had to kill him. I didn't think there was a choice. Why did you listen to me?
Because!
Why did you listen to me? He's dead! He's really dead! So this is what a cursed stone can do! Oops, I didn't want to get the bad ending. Whoa! 1%?!
Damn!
We might as well not have fucking killed him!
Toki must have died a really long time ago.
What do you mean, What's her name?
Was the lady?
I thought it was Yoko or Toko.
It is Toki.
Oh, Toki. I thought you were talking about the we're not trying to resurrect Toki.
Yeah, but they said that. Oh, that's right. It's Toko. Damn, must be really expensive then. Anyway,
yeah,
you left the park.
Imagine resurrecting the freaking dog from like a month ago.
Holy shit!
I left the park immediately.
Was Toko really gonna kill a bunch of people for her dog?
I'm pretty sure she had already killed. It's Yoko. Yoko. I mean, we like forgot her name. I'm pretty sure she might have already killed people.
That's possible.
I felt bad for leaving Yoko there, but I couldn't stay there. Emergency medical services will probably take care of her body. Takami's too. I didn't mean to kill him.
I am a vessel to enact your decisions.
Why did you kill him so quickly?
Because you said, yeah, let's do it.
I thought we would think about it some. I was just being myself and joking around. You know, being a silly guy. You know, let's kill him. That's
You're
a good
such a
idea.
silly goose. You killed someone via drowning.
Well, it's their fault for turning around. I don't make the rules. What if their curse mark was us not killing him?
He definitely okay, no, legit. I don't know if he actually had one, but he definitely planned on killing us. If we turned around, he was probably gonna like strangle us from behind.
Ayo.
No. No, not Ao. No.
This will be all over the news tomorrow. But until then, at least I know she'll be in a safe place. In the lab. Alright. I have to find my next sacrifice quickly. Hopefully they give more than 1%. Holy moly. We've got no time to waste. I need to find the other curse bearers and collect their souls.
Yeah.
He couldn't have been a curse bearer for 1%.
Yeah.
What was like a F tier curse bearer? I didn't mean to murder him! Killing Takumi barely got me any soul dregs. I guess he mustn't. I guess he mustn't have been a curse bearer. He was not a curse bearer. Believe you me, it's not enough. The soul of a non-curse bearer amounts to little more than leftover breadcrumbs.
Man, I don't want to be that much of a renowned serial killer.
I have to think of places where the other curse bearers of the 7 mysteries would be.
Man, we set up this guy as a menace, didn't we?
Curses were activated around midnight, and the others were bound to be active still. I'm so sad. Why did you agree with me so fast? Should check to see if there are any other. We killed him for nothing, bro. Unless if we let him go, was there an option? Was there actually? If we let him go,
I think we could have just let him walk away. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Use the gun curse. I should check to see if there are any other places with connections to the mysteries nearby. At the very least, another curse bearer might be thinking the same thing as me, meaning I could run into them. Let's see. Which of the 7 mysteries are closest? Hopefully, the foot one. I'm in the Kinshicho area right now, because I will not feel bad about killing that one. The haunting clappers are on the other side of Oyoko River, just over Shumoku Bridge. The foot washing mansion, and the ever-burning lantern are around South Origesui Street, past the train track. Further along Oyoko River, I'll find the beckoning light at Honji Bridge. Those 3 places are the closest. I guess I should start there, with the feet. Think. Curse Stone. Eat it. The Curse Stone of the Whispering Canal, one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. It's currently 1% filled with soul dregs, and it's looking mighty tasty. I'll collect the other curse bearer's souls before dawn and bring Yoko back to life. I should go to another location connected to the 7 mysteries of Honjo.
Where do you want to go?
One of those places has the foot washing one. Let's murder the foot guy. Both the foot washing mansion and the ever-burning lantern are from this area. This late at night, even a road as big as this one is as silent as a grave. Is it just me, or is it oddly dark around here? Could this be? Feet? And this feeling, it's the same as from before. There's something over there. Is it a foot? That's a curse echo. A curse that the 7 mysteries given form. I knew it. There's a curse bearer around here. Curse doesn't seem hostile. They're trying to tell me to come closer. What should I do? No, approaching it would be stupid. I should keep my distance. Maybe if I approach on all 4s, it won't attack me. If I sit here like this, I risk fulfilling the conditions for that person's curse. Seems like I could still back out if I want, but what do I want to? We already killed someone, we might as fucking well. Nothing's gonna happen if I just sit and wait. Let's check it out. Darn it! Now what? This isn't a curse doing it. Somebody's pulling me in. Ah, that hurt. Looks like I'm inside a building? Did it toss me in here? I can't see squat. Is this the same darkness from the curse echo? They got me! This has to be the work of another curse bearer! Is this darkness because of a curse echo? Are they trying to trap me here? I guess I should be glad they haven't killed me yet if I don't start searching for a way out. Shit, I can't see a thing. If only I had a source of light. Only I had nipple lights! I'm completely enclosed. Doesn't seem like there's even a window. There's no telling which direction I'm facing. Whoa, that's me! What the? My stomach! It feels like it's ripping apart! Ah!
Oh my god! Well, I think, Shogo died.
Justice! Hey, what's up?
My, Zeben Shark, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. This is mere conjecture on my part, but
Perhaps you have a skill issue of the highest caliber.
perhaps you might have survived, if only you could have done something about that pesky darkness. Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from before approaching the curse echo. Wait, what?
Try again.
Very well, just remember it is never wise to linger in the dark.
Yeah, and my idea of how to get out of the dark was the nipple lights, and that didn't fucking work, so...
That's something that we don't have.
Maybe we should just leave then. Maybe it's like linear, we have to do a different one first. Well, I would assume we would have to do the closest to where we out, which was the Shumoko.
Whoa! I know this character! I saw this from the stream that I watched.
I'm here at Hoonji Bridge, the location linked with the beckoning light. And somebody's wearing jeans that make the assless stand out. Hardly anyone's around, not surprising, seeing as it's past 2 in the morning. Feels like the whole world's gone to sleep. Why are we getting the pan across the frickin' ass? Hoonji Bridge has a pretty unusual structure. The ends are stone, but the middle is steel. The Oyoko River beneath it is actually a canal that was dug during the Edo period.
Sucks that I can't do, like, preemptive, because his back is already to me, but, you know. What? Far shore.
The other side is an industrial dick. Yes. And further down from the bridge is the temple from which it gets its name. So we could just wait right here. The beckoning light should be around here somewhere. If we just waited for him to walk away, we would get him without doing anything. Someone's standing on the bridge, silhouetting themselves against the sky. Ayo?
Wait, fine. I'll go first.
Whoa!
I see. Interesting.
You know what's funny?
What?
Typically on your channel, you do the main character voice and have guests do all the other ones. but actually we did this the opposite.
Whoops. Well, now, this is a surprise.
Eh?
Who are you?
Don't answer that. You've got the wrong guy. Just say so. He's a flamboyant fellow. I wouldn't bat an eyelid if this were the inner city, but he stands out like a sore thumb in these parts.
Come now, it won't hurt to at least tell me your name.
What are you doing here?
Very good. You shouldn't give up your name so easily, especially not to strangers. Gone is the age when might made right. Nowadays, it's information that rules the world. You do well to remember that.
You're the one who asked.
Your name, your address, your phone number, your age, your occupation, your personal information is much more valuable than you might think. You should.
What does this have to do with ghosts?
You should treat those things with care.
So I guess you don't plan on telling me anything either, then.
You can call me Richter Kai, private detective.
But didn't you just say not to? Never mind. So, you say you're a detective?
Fucking JoJo pose. That's correct. I'm a man who deals in secrets. Don't expect me to share any more information with you, though. I only told you this so that we could have an understanding.
What's your weight?
Let me check!
Bro's got a curse.
Oh, well, he didn't have one. And it's listed as if he may have one.
Yeah, but Bro has a curse. Let's be honest. Bro has a curse. Look at that man. He's got a curse. What's a detective doing around here? A twam.
Working. And that's all I'll say about that. I could ask you the same thing, though. This seems like a strange place to stop. What brought you here?
I'm lost as fuck.
I saw a strange man. You.
I saw a strange man lurking around.
I see. Then let me ask a different question. Why did you go out of your way to strike up a conversation with that strange man?
I don't think I did, actually. I'm looking for someone. Their name is Ligma. I figured it was worth seeing if you knew anything.
You don't say. In that case, I might just be able to help you. Just might be able to help you, even. Can you describe the person you're looking for?
I'm not very good with descriptions. Don't worry about it, homie. No, don't worry about it. I think I'm in the wrong place anyway.
If you ever need a hand, I'd be happy to help. It's all in a day's work for an investigator extraordinaire.
Thanks. I'll try looking somewhere else for now.
Really? Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any more help. Can you turn around?
Can you... Hey, I think your fridge is running.
Ah, that's right, I meant to ask. Do you have a light on you?
A light? You mean for cigarettes? Sorry, I don't. I'm not a smoker.
Oh, no, this'll do nicely.
Are you sure?
Anyway, I should get back to work. Once you're gone, of course.
Is there a reason I can't be here?
Of course. My work is top secret.
It doesn't seem like he has anything to do with the curse bearers. I should move on. If he's been here for as long as he says, there's a good chance he's seen something. But I don't think it's worth asking. He seems like all kinds of trouble. I mean, look at that belt buckle. And then we crawl away on all fours.
Shimoku Bridge.
The Shimoku Bridge is supposedly where the bell from the Haunting Clapper's story used to be. I wandered around here for a while, but I didn't see anything interesting. The only thing I found was what looks to be... was what looks like was what looks like 100 yen lighter someone threw away. I don't know if its curses are vulnerable to fire, but maybe I'll find a use for it. Kinda looks a little tasty though, so I might take a bite. Of course I didn't just find the lighter. There was a ton of cigarette butts strewn across the ground too. Seems like the place is well in need of some wooden clappers to warn about fire. Hee 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 hee.
Well, we now have something
Let's
to do.
go get kidnapped.
Yeah! Woohoo! Yahoo!
Let's go get kidnapped by feet. Got any feet over there? Big ones, possibly? That's right, I have the lighter I picked up earlier. Perfect, it works. Now I can make out my surroundings a bit better. What the? Something...
Drat, he's got a light! That ruins everything!
Someone there? Are you a curse bearer?
It's over! Time to get out of here!
Kill
him! He tried to kill us first! Revenge!
Get fucked, you moron!
What the... Why?
You cannot escape death. That was a close one. I didn't catch a glimpse of the curse bearer, but it seems like I'm alright.
Woohoo!
That was a nice 29% soul dregs. Delicious. His curse must have had something to do with the light and darkness. My guess would be the ever-burning lantern? So there's a connection between the 7 mysteries and the way their curses work. That might be useful to know. No feet?
No feet?
If the ever-burning lantern is the curse responsible for this, I guess maybe its conditions is something about me being in total darkness. It's a good thing I had this lighter. It seems to have saved me. And it's a good thing that I never went to this place without a lighter. Definitely didn't do that. Okay, I've had a look around the area. I should head somewhere else now. Where to next? First, around Midoricho Park, at the end of South Warigesui Street, is the Taiko Suguru. North of there is a school called Komagata High School at the location of Fool's Possession. It should be around here. So we find the curse, and then we turn around and go to the other place. This is Midoricho Park. Location of the Taiko Suguru. The 7 mysteries. Huh? Someone's there. 2 men, one middle-aged and the other a young adult, talking to each other. There's a good chance that one of them could be a curse bearer. I'll try to scope things out without being spotted. To pick up their conversation from this distance, I'll have to focus in and watch them for a while, I think. If it looks like I'll be spotted, I'll quickly hide behind the tree to move out of line of sight. This is asking for jump scares. Huh, they were supposed to be around here, but I don't see anyone, boss. No need to get ahead of yourself, I bet we'll see something before the night is done. Maybe you're right, but still, the 7 mysteries. Oh, was there a noise from behind us just now? Never mind, just my imagination. But does the curse really let you kill someone with an object like that? Sorry, something's bugging me. You can have a check back there. Huh, nothing. I guess this place is just keeping me on edge.
Ah!
Oh my god, that's...
Sorry, sir. Would you mind if we asked you a few questions?
They found me! Run away! Oh, you two are police officers.
People often say we don't look it. Sorry if we startled you. I'm sure there's no problem, but we'll have to ask you some questions as procedure. Oh, I'm June Ario. Ario? I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department Investigative Division. What is that face? And this old guy with the scowling mug is Chief Tetsuo Tsutsumi, my superior officer. You wouldn't guess from that frown, but he actually has quite the sweet tooth.
Bro, where did your pupils go?
He's looking to the side, I think. It's hard to tell because of his
Oh,
shades.
I see them.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, is that how you kill people? These guys are gonna murder us.
Ariel, quit blabbering. Oh, persons of interest!
Move! Run away!
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. They're detectives. Not investigating the corpse that was here, are they? No, I'm still fine anyway. It's not like a curse could have shown up as evidence in a police investigation. I can hardly believe how calm I am. Just need to keep a cool head and not panic. I always imagined detectives as blunt and aggressive, but I guess there are some pleasant ones too. He's as intimidating as I'd expect a veteran cop to be. First that private detective, now police detectives? Why today of all days?
Now first, can you show me some ID with your name, address, and occupation?
Oh, babe, okay. I'm better off just going along with it.
Wow, you work for Hihaku Soaps. I hear they've been raking it in lately, is that true?
I don't know much about that. I'm just a recent hire.
People are loving that new hair product you have. I use it all the time myself.
Thank you for your patronage.
Ariel, you use hair products? Get with the times, boss. Guys nowadays all use these things. Isn't that right, Mr. Okie?
Yeah, sure. We even make men's cosmetics now.
That pouty side eye. Look at that. Look at that pout. That's so. What a time we live in. Sorry, boss is the kind of caveman who thinks using only a bar of soap for all his washing makes him cool or something. I don't think that. I just don't care enough to use anything else.
Actually, we do have all-in-one soaps, just for that purpose. There are plenty of people like you.
Ha! Hear that, Ariel? That's what I'm talking about. You should put out more of those.
These guys are so dumb.
That smile! I love these two already.
They're gonna try to kill us, and we're gonna kill them.
Aren't you riled up? Anyway, Mr. Okie, what is it that you're doing here?
Actually, I'm searching for the 7 mysteries. Have you heard of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, detective?
Huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. We were just talking about them a minute ago. You probably already knew that. A girl I know is into them. That's how I got interested.
No, you possessed me.
I see. I seem to remember when Midoricho Park had one of the mysteries associated with it. What was it again?
The Taiko Sugaru.
Ah, that's right, the Taiko of Sugaru. This whole area used to be the residence of the Sugaru, a clan of samurai. So that's why you were hanging around in the middle of the night. Discover anything interesting? Shoots lasers at us, his eyes at us.
Oh no, it's the curse mark laser eyes! No, nothing, though I admit I haven't been looking into these things too hard.
Right, I think I understand your situation. Thank you for your answers. Now, it's quite late, so you'd best be heading home. Huh? Something wrong? You're free to go. Should probably leave.
The detectives show no sign of leaving. I don't have conclusive proof that they're curse bearers either. The risk is too high for me to stick around talking with them for too long. I see, well, I'll be going now.
Take care. We're done here. Going home. Okay.
Well, that worked.
One of them definitely has the Taiko one, though. Because they were talking specifically about that one as like, oh, would this really let you kill all those people?
Here I am at Komagata High School. Let's see here.
Ah! Someone's there!
Huh? Whoa, what the?
Ouch. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, but did you just climb over the school gate? A large gymnasium looms silently over the grounds. It's even more imposing in the dark. The school gate is closed, but climbing over it looks easy enough. The school is supposedly on the former site of a daimyo's residence, where he encountered the Fool's procession. It's now at the center of a quiet residential area. A co-educational municipal high school with 632 attendees. Its name is commonly shortened to Koma High School, or Koma High. Although it opened as Honjo First Middle School in 1943, subsequent revisions to its enrollment policies saw it change its name, becoming Homagata High School. The school strives to instill its students with the 3 S's of Sumida: sound morals, social responsibility, and strength of spirit. But success has been limited. Plagued by delinquency, it has been forced to turn temporary employees to compensate for its high staff turnover, and its sports clubs face challenges with inner-city location and small campus. Its traditional culture research club is thriving, however, even in issuing regular bulletins in collaboration with local records office.
Neat.
A student appearing suddenly at the location of the Fool's procession late at night. Clearly something unusual is going on. and it involves the curse. I can't write it off as coincidence. A girl in a school uniform came climbing over the front gate. She must be a student here. That thing she's holding in her hand. No doubt about it. That's a curse stone. This girl is a curse bearer. Hey, kiddo, why don't you head on home?
Don't make me
What's
call
going
your
on?
parents.
What's going on? Why are you at school this late, you silly goose?
Well, I'm really sorry. I'm in a big hurry right now, so I gotta go. Are we killing her?
Bye, bitch! See you on the other side!
Oh my god! A curse? Why? It can't be me. Oh, I'm sorry. Bro! Runs away. What? Really?
Bro,
Only
what the fuck?
6%?
No, she is. I thought it was. Okay, I guess she did only have 6%. Wow, that was a fucking waste. I killed her. Yes, I got a curse bearer. This is working. I just have to keep it up. How many more do I need? 1, 2, probably close to 5.
Possibly all of them.
5 good ones. Alright, on to the next one. Maybe it was something like we could have killed one or the other. I don't know how linear this game is. First, the one-sided read by Ryo Goku Bridge. By linear, I mean like ending branching. How many endings there are. And the evergreen beach at the former Yasuda Gardens along the Sumida River. Finally, Sumida River.
Eternal Beach or Evergreen Beach or one-sided read?
Maybe the beach?
Bro, we just went on a fucking murder spree.
You know us! The former Yasuda Gardens. There was some kind of incident here recently, so the entrance was closed off. But it was easy enough to sneak in since there are no guards at this time of night. However,
Oh, okay, so she gave us 36. The last one gave us 30, and then another gave us 1, so we're at 67%. Dang, we're on a roll!
feels weird being in this magnificent gardens after hours. It's not a visitor or groundskeeper in sight. The Ryo Goku Public Hall is also on the grounds. Its eye-catching structure makes the place feel even more otherworldly. A lush green park administered by Sumida City. As common in traditional Japanese gardens, its large central pond is shaped like the character for harp. The paths that crisscross its grounds, lined with stone lanterns, are perfect for strolling while appreciating the foliage or birdwatching. The gardens once pulled in water from the Sumida River so that its pond would ebb and flow with the tide. A novelty in Edo, which had begun filling in the bay to support its expansion, but the practice has been discontinued in modern times due to flood prevention measures.
Wow!
Oh my god!
So, have you decided what you're going to do? With your... oh, so precious. Curse. Stone.
I'm going to eat it. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I snuck into the gardens, a woman inside called out from behind me. Then I ate my cursed stone out of panic.
I've been waiting for you. I have a cursed stone.
Her sudden proclamation had me at a loss for words, so the woman continued.
I have you in a position where I can use my curse on you whenever I please. If you hand over your curse stone, I will at least spare your life.
In that moment, all I could squeeze out in reply was, "Let me think about it." Which brings us to now. Alright. A woman in her 30s. She has a refined air about her. Like she was brought up in a family of high social standing. But I also sense a shadow hanging over her. I wonder if it has to do with this place.
Don't tell me you still haven't made up your mind. Such an indecisive man. Excuse me, it's Martini Man.
Yeah, you showed her! Wait, might hand over my curse stone depending on certain things. Will you hear me out for a moment?
Sure, go on.
My name is Martini Man Shogo. You can call me Martini Man. Or maybe we should ask about the curse stones. If you take my curse stone, what are you gonna do with it?
With your
Eat
curse
it?
stone? It's brimming with soul dregs, isn't it? It's already killed so many, no?
How does she know so much?
I'd like to avoid such crude methods myself. 7.
Huh?
She's counting down. When she hits 0, we die.
Rite of resurrection, maybe? You want soul dregs. That means you're after the rite of resurrection, too. Not that I'm trying to compare its circumstances, but can I ask? What led you... Fuck. Why are you doing this?
Oh my. Do you mean that if my situation is more dire than yours, you'd give your curse stone to me?
Sure, I'd consider it, so tell me.
Liar.
Huh?
You wouldn't hang your fate on something as superficial as that. Nor would I.
Oh, trust me. I have, because I'm hanging my fate on someone I've met for a
6.
month. If we're gonna talk, we should get to know each other better. My name is Sho.
Stop.
Huh?
Let's not do that, alright? If I know your name, I might start to feel sorry for you. And have a harder time killing you.
You would?
Don't you think?
No.
5.
Did I expose myself somehow? She said she can use her curse on me anytime. I guess I've already fulfilled its conditions. Could be bluff, since she seems to have information. Probably true. I can't hand over my curse stone. I need to figure out how her curse is activated and find a way out of here. For now, maybe I can get some information by talking about something that would catch her interest.
Look at this lighter!
It's delicious. Maybe the curse stones again? Can you take soul dregs from other curse bearer stones and add them to your own?
Who knows? But you have to admit, it's worth trying.
So basically, You want soul dregs, but you steal the ones others have gathered because you don't want to get your own hands dirty.
You're half right. But half wrong, too. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I just wanted to end this with as little trouble as possible. Understand?
Not especially.
4.
Maybe curse stones again, then? How do you know you haven't already set off my curse?
Go on then. Use it. If I had, you could have activated it without all that bluster. And yet, here you are.
Damn, does she already know about it? Or about that student from before? If she already knows what would activate it, she wouldn't hide it. If you know what activates my curse, there's no way you would set it off yourself. So she must not know yet. I still have a chance.
Listen, I don't want you to get the wrong idea.
About what?
Talking like this instead of killing you immediately. It's just a whim of mine. What I mean to say is that you were never in a position to bargain. 3. I don't know.
I mean, we can just die and try again.
True.
You actually can't kill me, can you? And that strange countdown from before, too. It's all just a bluff to threaten me. We don't give in to threats, so why don't you give this up and...
If that's the case, give it a try then. Only 3 more now. Let me tell you the number. 2.
Maybe think, because I wonder if we just... I wish I read that. No, that would take too long. She'd probably kill me before... What condition have I fulfilled since the moment I stepped foot here? Something that I'm still doing even now. Think, what could it be? Maybe something I have on me? If I suddenly strip naked on the spot, I just might be able to avoid her curse. No, that would take too long. She'd probably kill me before I even got my shirt off. Plus, I'd look like a creep. The other possibility is that the condition has to do with the location we're in. Being here is what activates the curse of the Evergreen Beach, and I'll continue to meet that condition as long as I'm here. In which case, there's no escape. She'd activate her curse before I ever got away from the gardens. I'm sure I'd recognize it after setting it off, but it's not like I'd get to do things over. Ha ha ha! All I can think of is there's no way I could counterattack after she curses me. Well, we might as well just get some more information. Because it might be something where we can't solve it.
True.
Ask about the curse stones again, because we're getting some extra information.
This conversation is over. 1.
Introduce yourself. Well, what if you just tell me your name?
Why?
Well, I need to call you something.
Then call me ma'am.
Huh? Alright, ma'am.
Yes, what is it?
This is bad. She's completely running the show here.
Zero. Such a shame.
What?
This is the end for you. Farewell.
No! Ah, fire! Fire! It's so hot! It burns! Fire! Fire! Of course, that's what it was. Ah! That guy. Damn it! He must have been following me. It's already too late. Oh, we have to set her on fire! Z, you should have known this, because you're an arsonist. This is your fault. Bro, you have a skill issue.
It was not all in vain, however, as you finally realized how the curse is activated. Fear not,
Actually,
you may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with the lady.
I actually don't really know how it was activated.
Very well, remember how to ward off the curse when you return. Bear in mind, Shogo Okie has no way of realizing itself, so you must react for him. Throw it out!
Huh? Oh, we actually could not do this without dying.
Yeah.
Throw away this lighter? Why did I suddenly get the impulse to do that?
Yes, really throw it away.
Not sure why, but here goes nothing.
Hmm? What did you just... Why? Why throw your lighter away all of a sudden?
Huh? Well, I just kind of felt like it.
I'm a serial litterer.
I hate
Oh
the
my
environment.
god, that face! How?
Why is she losing it all of a sudden? Could that lighter have been what fulfilled the condition of her curse? Oh, because that guy knew we had the lighter because he's been following us since we saw him.
Yeah.
But why? How did I
How could you?
get absolutely fucked, lady?
This can't be my Shuichi.
You lost the curse battle. Meaning I'm the better trainer. Thanks for the gym badge.
This fucking killing spree that we are on!
It's only a killing spree if you make it a killing spree.
Hey, quick question for you.
No. What the?
Sorry, this is so sudden, but I've gotta ask. You don't mind, do you?
I do mind.
Are you a curse bearer?
What? Legs? Is this Stompers?
Ooh.
If we kill this guy, we actually win. Is this his curse echo? Oh man, forgot the rest of the person. This large bridge here, oh my god, this large bridge here is called the Ryogoku Bridge. Crossing the river leads to Nihonbashi Bakurocho in Chuo City.
Hey!
Oh, fire.
I know we're talking, but I'm gonna read up about this bridge that I've never been to before today.
The second oldest of many bridges spanning the Sumida River beyond Senju Ohashi. during the Great Fire of Meiriki in 1657, which destroyed 60 to 70% of Edo. Many drowned in the Subida River attempting to swim away from the flames, resulting in the building of bridges to be a major focus of the reconstruction efforts. Although this bridge was simply known as Ohashi, or Great Bridge, when it was first erected, the people of Edo took to calling it Ryogoku Bridge, or the Two Nations Bridge, due to its location between the provinces of Musashi and Shimosa. This eventually became the official name. Over time, the wide roads at either side, originally intended as fire breaks, became popular locations for street performances and other events. The bridge was rebuilt following the Great Kanto earthquake and still stands to this day. Canal where the one-sided reed grew is supposedly around here somewhere. Yeah, but but now there's no trace of it left. The one-sided reed, had only one side of the body, not two legs.
Ah!
A woman! What the? How did you?
Oh, don't mind me. Yutaro said he wants to talk. You'd better answer quickly before... well, you know what.
It seemed obvious he's a curse bearer himself. What's he trying to pull? Maybe he's confident that he can activate his curse before I activate mine. Gotta be careful. How should I respond here? I guess to be honest? Yeah, I'm a curse bearer too.
I appreciate the honesty. I just want to have a nice, calm little chat. The name's Yutaro Namigaki. My curse echo is the foot-washing mansion.
I knew it was the footman! As soon as I saw the ghost, I knew it was Foot. He looked like a foot guy. Chat.
I'm not gonna curse
chatting.
first. Oh.
I don't like chatting with feet men.
I'm not gonna curse first and ask questions later, just because we're both curse bearers. I've got a little more class than that. I hope you're smart enough to extend me the same courtesy.
Alright, I guess. Fine, chat away.
Thank you. Good to know I'm dealing with someone reasonable.
Tell that to all the other victims. Alright, let's talk. What do you want?
Right, I'll cut straight to the chase. Will you join forces with me?
Join forces to gather soul dregs? To be fair, we would have only had to kill, like, 8 more people.
Yep, you're using your curse because there's someone you want to resurrect too, right? In that case, it'd be more effective for the two of us to work together than to do it all yourself. Think about it. We could split the work, and we'd have 2 kinds of curses at our disposal.
Working together. I hadn't thought about that before. Can the soul dregs in one cursed stone be moved to another? That's the fundamental requirement for this to work.
Well, we'll have to test it. And I can't do that alone either.
I see. I don't trust him.
But he can also kill us. I'd imagine he showed it because he has the conditions to kill us. Right?
Yes. Yeah, I guess fine then. Alright then, if working together helps us both get what we want, maybe it's not a bad idea.
Thanks. Glad to be dealing with someone who can think things through rationally.
But there's something I need to know in advance. Tell me. How many soul dregs do you have right now?
Right. I have some, of course. I am more than competent, after all.
I'm asking you how many.
I'm at 1%, but don't worry about it. My curse is easy to activate, and I'll have plenty in no time. Yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling his was super easy to pull off. He wouldn't have done that unless he was confident that he could activate it if we didn't agree. I bet you haven't managed to get any on your own, have you?
I'm at 92%, bitch.
Huh? Say what?
That's the amount of soul drugs I have in my curse stone right now.
What? Wait, are you serious?
You're not even close to being on my level, bitch. I'll keep gathering soul drugs on my own. Let's forget all about this joining forces business.
You've got to be kidding me! Huh. I call your bluff. Don't think you can scare me off so easily. I see. That's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, then you leave me no choice.
We literally tried.
I even gave you a chance to come out of this alive. Real shame you're just gonna waste it.
What are you? What the? Is this the voice of the curse? We didn't lie, bro. Shogo's just an idiot.
Among the 7 mysteries, the resentful memory of the foot-washing mansion is particularly strong.
Of course the foot one is strong.
You can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it's the end for you.
Damn it. Get absolutely fucked, Shogo. Literally, I think there's some deaths you just can't avoid. My, it seems Shogo had a skill issue that he...
This is mere conjecture on my part, but you have a way to evade curses that no one else is capable of, do you not? Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with Utaro. Very well, remember to ward off the curse before it is activated. But bear in mind, Shogo Okie has no way of realizing it for himself. You must react for him.
So we have to talk to him. Alright, let's talk. I would imagine we have to say fine, because we have to work with him. Because the whole thing with the foot washing one is you have to, if you disagree, right? Because in the story, you had to wash the person's feet. Or do we have to say no?
I guess? We didn't get an option. As soon as we said fine, the conversation just went for that.
Oh, I guess because... Wait, I don't understand. Also, this is not what I expected this game to be, but I'm here for it.
Heck yeah! I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Sorry, but there's no way I can accept your offer until I know that. Who's to say you won't run away while we're in the middle of testing it?
Well, you're just going to have to trust me. Or do you think you can collect them all yourself?
I'm at 92%. Man, we're getting steamrolled.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to get out of this. No, don't tell me! Oh my god!
Oh wait, that's why we haven't had any voice acting. I completely forgot. Right?
Yeah!
Because I was like, oh, is there gonna be like Japanese voice acting occasionally?
Hello, I have chosen to become deaf.
I can't hear curses anymore.
Hmm?
Hmm? A voice? I don't hear any voice.
What? There's no way! And yet there he is, perfectly unharmed. How? What's going on here?
I don't completely understand it myself, but his curse's conditions don't seem to have been met. This is my chance. Yujiro, your curse won't work on me. I'll let you off easy today, so get the hell out of here.
You son of a... Fine, I'll just be on my way then. But mark my words, I'll make you regret this!
Kill the bastard!
Why? How is this? The girl back there? She left.
Thank God, now I've gotten the last of the soul dregs I need. Is that just coincidence? He wasn't able to activate his curse for some reason. Things are going well. Luck must be on my side. Oh, should check my curse tome. Should have gained a lot just now. What the? Ah!
Story chart?
Maybe our curse got too powerful and we died.
Pardon the interruption, but I'd like to take this chance to tell you about the story chart. This is the screen which will appear when you open the story chart. From here, not only can you see the overall structure of the current story, you can also progress along different branching routes by playing past stories over again.
I wonder what
Call
this is
this
like.
exactly the power that Shogo Okie had sought after. Normally, you would have been able to use the story chart feature freely. However, due to certain circumstances, it has been locked until now. From here on, you will return to the story chart from time to time at breaks in the story. At those times, you will choose for yourself which story you wish to continue next. There are 2 phases that must be completed to fully complete a chapter. If a chapter is finished while there are still tasks to be done, the chapter will not dim and it will remain lit up. Best of luck on your journey. By the way, should you use the story chart to replay a past event, do you know what you must do and where? Of course you do. After all, you've gotten this far. What trigger did Yoko Fukunaga set off that led to her dying the way she did? You've come this far several times, so I have every confidence that you will be alright. As long as you make sure not to do that thing. However, like with the lighter and the voice earlier, Shogo Okie has no way of knowing that himself. On that note, I am curious. Have you determined how many people Shogo Okie has killed with his curse? He didn't have it before the first one, so 1, 2, 3.
Well, he didn't kill anyone. We killed everyone.
I see. I see. So that is your understanding of things. As it turns out, the correct answer is 0. Aha! That is correct. I am pleased to see you have such a solid grasp of events. I think you will be just fine. Please continue the story at your leisure from the story chart screen.
Let's do some of this nice fast, because I just want to see it. But we're trying to get her to not die.
Oh, we did kill her! When I hit push, that killed her. We did kill her.
Oh my gosh. Huh, what? Is calling her name really going to help? I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Shouldn't I look for what's causing this? There's nothing. Yoko, hang in there, Yoko. Look at me, you're gonna be okay. It's alright. There's nothing there. Yoko!
Real quick, as fun as it was, I don't want to permanently nerf the guy's curse. So, if we ever accidentally end up hearing it, and then I'll turn it off accordingly. That was fun, though. I liked how changing the settings to turn off voice volume made us immune to the curse. Huh?
Oh good, you're awake.
What?
Are you okay? You were so rattled and confused. I thought you'd really lost it. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Your humor is off balance?
Wait, what did you say? I think I've heard that before. Whoa! We've been raided! Hello!
Oh my gosh.
Angel Membrane! Thank you for the raid! How was your stream? Let me get the shoutouts prepared. And then... Ooh. Make sure I'm spelling everything right. Do this one. Ah, you were playing Zenless Zone Zero. Nice. Well, hello, Raiders. Hello, Curious. Oh, goodness. The highlight makes that hard to read. Curious Ladle 101, I assume. Hello, hello!
Where did you get the ladle?
I don't know.
Isn't it just
Curious
curious
Lad. Oh, that's a 1, not a L. Whoops. Curious Ladle. Sorry. Curious Lad 101.
You are so cringe.
I'm sorry! Yes, hello! If you're new here, my name is Zitaku the Beast. I go by a number of different nicknames. And I am currently joined.
Cannot read.
I'm currently joined by Fisk, otherwise known as Tasty Man or Tasty Lad. Little shark gremlin in the corner. We're playing Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. We're very early on into the game, I would say. We just got access to the story chart, so we're redoing an early section of Shogo's plotline where we don't accidentally activate our curse and murder our friend Yoko here.
And then subsequently murder everyone.
Yeah, we sort of went on a killing spree after that.
It's only a killing spree if you make it a killing spree.
Wait, what did you say? I think I've heard that before.
You're the one who said it earlier.
Oh, right! That might have been it. My humors were off balance. We're doing good. The fireworks, considering it's close to midnight, I guess, since it is a work night, people have stopped shooting those off, which is great. It was really hot outside, but we stayed in for most of the day. And we got our dog walks in before the fireworks started. Or one of the dog walks in. I'm gonna let Val out later. But yeah. Doing good.
What, back there? You ended up like that because of your humors?
Yeah, I've heard that at this age, your humors being even a little bit off can be fatal.
What does that even mean?
Sorry for killing you in that other timeline.
I'm glad you're back to normal now. I'm
I
not
s-
dead.
I saw LT push, and I was like, sure, and then we just fucking killed her. I do think.
So that means wait. That means Shogo's thing can be activated if he just turns away from them.
Yeah. Huh, that's actually kind of really powerful. Oh, that's right, because of the reverse. Remember the ever burning light. There's an antithesis opposite of that one where it's the ever dark light, which was the version that we were getting killed by if we before we grabbed the lighter. So
the antithesis of the water falling is he runs away from them because it's like the Toki girl. She went to the ocean, the water. It's not an ocean, it's canal. I'm glad you're back to normal now.
yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble.
You owe me a drink, woman.
But I really don't remember what happened.
Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow.
What? Are you backing out?
Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me, and I'm worried about you. Let's call off today's investigation.
Come on, I just started feeling back to normal too.
Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay your cab fare, okay? I ended up having to force a still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she still wouldn't stop complaining. So to placate her, I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer.
Do we still find our curse mark? Nope.
Worried about Yoko after a bizarre incident, Shogo decides to call off their investigation to the Mysterious for the night. Despite her stubborn objections, he manages to persuade her by offering to continue the search on his own.
Shogo Okie, 5 a.m. Kinshibori Park.
In further news...
Oh my god, we died still?!
Before dawn... Oh wait, you read this.
Before dawn today, a police officer on patrol found a body in Sumida Park, near Sumida Park. The man was taken to the hospital, but his death was confirmed shortly after. Man, there's no good ending for this dude, is there? Investigations are still underway, but police suspect a connection to the other unexplained deaths found in the area around the same time. So Shogo dies no matter what!
Man, sucks to suck, brother. There's the bridge we died out a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember this one.
Keisuke Nakamura. I've heard that name before.
I don't remember this one either. No, wait, that's where we found the lighter.
Well done in your efforts thus far. And this brings Shogo Okie's story to a close.
Shogo dying for real, for real.
But this is not the end. Far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. The roots of the three protagonists have now been unlocked.
But Shogo was...
Harue Shigima, a woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, the chief inspector of the 1st Investigative Division, who is looking into the death of an officer in the line of duty. Yako Sakazaki, a high school girl who wants to bring her friend back from the dead. A girl who died in a suspicious suicide. Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the rite of resurrection. Following these three storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale.
So I guess Shogo was just like a
Prologue, dude. I don't know, maybe there is an ultimate route where he does survive, because my assumption is Shogo dies no matter what in his timeline, because I don't really know why he died at the end of the curse mark route, other than that thing that you said that it went above 100%. Or in the effect of, our friend not dying, she winds up with it? Like, maybe Yoko had it? So now we can just decide. It seems that it's all happening in the same timeline. From night into morning.
I guess let's start with Harue Shigima, right?
Yeah.
We'll do some of that one for a bit, because I have to go to sleep soon, but
Oh yeah.
I do want to play a little bit longer.
I'm glad you're enjoying this one. After that which shall not be named visual novel, I was like, shit, we gotta do a different one that's better.
Well, this one is serious, but like I can make jokes. And
Yeah. I feel... I mean, the
we had
timeline
our
may
little
be... The timeline thing with the flowchart may be influencing this, but it has a very Zero Escape vibe. Or, like, I guess
With
I the
those-
Somnium file now, because... You know? With the whole...
Let's just get going.
Yeah, not dreams.
When the son of Haruo Shigemo was kidnapped, a botched investigation by the police resulted in the child's murder. 1 year later, Haruo has hired a private investigator to help resolve the unsettled case. Late at night, while speaking to the detective at her home, something strange suddenly appears.
May those who mock fire's flame perish... Or fire's... force perish in flame? I don't know. Kill them. Kill them! The flame bearers. Kill them all! The haunting
acquired
clappers.
Oh yeah. Wait, so she didn't have the tree one. That's what I figured.
Ah! You can use it to kill those with fire or a fire-starting device on their person. Press the use curse button to set your target to light.
Red, red, red. Everything is dyed in crimson. My home is burning to the ground. It's hot. So, so hot. I must call for help, but I cannot speak. My throat must be burned up from the smoke. No, I think I'm already on fire. That's right, I'll just use the clappers. Clack, clack. Is anybody there? Clack, clack. Why is no one coming? I'm gonna burn. How did it come to this? Alright, her. Must be the work of that vixen who appeared suddenly and enchanted my lord. That witch, those hauntingly cold eyes had my lord dancing in the palm of her hand. Perhaps I was also taken in by her. How many innocent people did I lure in under her orders? This must be karma. Sound of a heavy bell. Feels like May head split will... Wait, what? It feels like May heads will split open. Feels like my head will split open. Alright, the evening bell. That must be why nobody can hear the sound of my clappers. I've got to do it louder. Clack, clack. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar.
If you read for her, I'm gonna be Richter Kai, which is great! Now. Kill.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Maybe we died in the curse where he had the curse because he couldn't bring somebody back to life with the curse. Because he was the one who killed them. Like, you couldn't resurrect somebody you cursed to death.
Maybe.
Back with me, ma'am? Can't say I understand what just happened, but it certainly seems to have put you in a good mood. This might be the first time I've ever seen you really smile. I think she was talking to a disembodied fire entity. I don't think that smile was one of happiness, if I'm gonna be honest. Sweet dreams. Okay. Female, housewife. Curse Echo, haunting clappers. Haruo is a housewife.
Okay,
I read persons of interest. We just haven't been reading any because all of them were literally like, this is the person that Shogo met in this location. Haruo is a housewife who resides in a manor near Shumoku Bridge. Her 11-year-old son, Shuichi, was kidnapped and murdered about a year ago. The death was the result of a mistake on the part of the detective assigned to the case. A mistake which enraged the kidnapper and had him cut off all contact with the police, leaving no room for negotiation. The incident was covered up, and Shuichi's killer remains at large, leading to the aggrieved Haruo to call on the services of private investigator Richter Kai to uncover the truth. The Shigema family came from a line of samurai who built their residence in Honjo during the Edo period. They assumed important positions in the police force following the Meiji Revolution, thereby protecting their family's elevated status. Even today, many in the Shigema line work as police bureaucrat. Even today, many in the Shigema line work as police bureaucrats and senior police officers. Harue's father sits in the upper echelons of the National Police Agency, and her husband, adopted into the Shigema clan through an arranged marriage, is also a highly respected agency official. However, as her family prioritizes work above all else, it wasn't long before Harue's marriage grew cold. Though she wants for nothing, she is isolated from her neighbors and withdrawn from society. Seeing her son grow into a young man gave Haruo a purpose in life, but it was cut short by the kidnapping incident. Following the incident, Haruo spent many days in a deep depression, breaking into sudden fits of shouting and wandering around in the middle of the night. Her cheerful, loving disposition faded away, and she took to making snide remarks at her husband, which only further soured their relationship. A few months ago, Haruo's husband was transferred to another area for work and now rarely returns home, with Haruo left to live in the large, empty mansion alone. As a housekeeper who has been with the family for a long time comes in to take care of all the housework, Haruo has nothing but time on her hands.
No. Not dreams.
Sounds like something I might want to hear about.
My heart's still racing. This is it. My chance, at long last.
Well, I'll be damned! Is that what I think it is?
Goodness, you made me jump. It's just a silly little sticker my son got from somewhere or other. He put it up just before, well, you know what happened. I still can't bring myself to take it down.
Let me take a closer look. I knew it! It's Head Hencho from way back in set 1! This is a real collector's item!
Excuse me?
Don't tell me you've never heard of the Mockingbirds.
The what?
They're the hottest new craze. Cute little birds dressed up like rough and tumble delinquents.
I've never heard of them, but this certainly seems to matter to you.
Look at him. He looks like, you know, the big back seat-backed motorcycles for his tail. The best part is, nobody knows who made them. They just started showing up around town, and soon enough, they'd won everybody's hearts. The story goes that they're made by some anonymous artist who covertly leaves them behind in specific locations. No one knows when or where they'll show up next. They're basically an urban legend of sorts. To think one would turn up here, of all places. This is a good sign, I'm sure of it.
Oh well, that's nice.
Mockingbird number 1! He's even got glasses. There's 20! Oh my god! Head Hencho. Approach the net. Bottom shelf surrounded by darkness. Jackpot. Late at night on the way home. Look up at the first house. Oh, these are hints. If you won the lottery. Wait until you feel like yourself again. Detective send private eyes. Ringing telephone booth. Excited detective. Revisiting the park at night.
A stereo unit with separate speakers designed for home use. My husband insisted on buying one, even though he isn't one to listen to music often. An arrangement of flowers. We bring in someone to do it. I don't even know what the flowers are called. An old hanging scroll. I don't know who painted it. It's been hanging here since before I was born. A colored television. Father bought one as soon as it hit the market. He likes to have the latest gadgets. Unlike the latest models, there is no remote control. We've had it for a long time. Back when it was new, we all gathered around it and marveled at it as a family. But with Father and my husband being away so often, it quickly fell into disuse. The guest table. This is where we make the guests sleep. I don't know where Father got this old thing from, but I never liked it. That's why I make people sleep on it. Because I hate them. The telephone. This mansion has a private line. A fax machine. It can send images to other places along the telephone network. I don't really know how it works. Most houses don't have one. I rarely find a use for it. A private investigator I hired. A friend told me about him. They said he's not very well known, but he's good at what he does. When I first visited his office in Ota City and saw how he dressed, I could hardly believe he was a detective. But after talking to him for a while, I changed my mind. He says some strange things at times, but he seems like the reliable sort.
Alright. He has no Kuroseko. The eccentric man that Shogo Okie ran into at Honji Bridge. Richter is actually a private investigator with an office in Ota City, Tokyo. After taking on a request from Haruo Shigima to investigate the unsolved kidnapping and murder of her son, he gets caught up in the events surrounding the Rite of Resurrection. Once a police officer, Richter was racked with guilt over the police's inability to help all those in need, and quit the force to start his own private investigation firm. However, his soft-hearted nature leads him to take on too many cases, and has put his office in dire financial straits. How he is still in business is a mystery, with some whispering that a wealthy patron is keeping him afloat. Richter studied alongside Detective Jun Ario at the police academy. Somewhat surprisingly, given his outlandish clothing and mannerisms, Richter excels at covert investigations, entailing his targets. He proudly refers to himself as an investigator extraordinaire, though that only ever succeeds at impressing himself. Richter's biggest source of happiness is nuzzling his pet female albino parakeet, Ernestine, which he keeps in his office. He also enjoys collecting mockingbird stickers, a popular line of merchandise featuring birds inexplicably dressed like delinquents, and can be frequently sighted searching around town for them. While out and about, Richter typically leaves the office, and more importantly, Ernestine, in the care of Amamori, a junior high schooler who volunteered to assist Richter after being involved in a previous case. We don't know who Amamori is yet.
Okay, I want to keep going, but I have to stop. I'm tired and I really need to go to bed.
Okay. You want to read this?
Richter Kai's private investigation firm in Kamata, Ota City. Originally, Kai thought it to give it a simple name like Kai's Detective Agency, but upon hearing that people are more likely to pick names listed at the front of the phone book alphabetically, he decided to pick a name starting with an A, thus Azure Heron Agency was established. However, it was questionable whether the heron, a bird of somewhat ominous significance, is an effective symbol for the name for attracting customers. Even his own assistant has referred to the name as confusing at best. After all, rather than an azure heron, Richter keeps a white parrot as a pet and dresses not in blue, but mostly in white. If there was a symbolic connection to be made here, it has surely been lost on all but Richter himself. A private investigator, also known as a private eye, is a detective who operates their own agency. Although there are no formal qualifications necessary to become a private investigator, many retired police agents are detectives due to similarities between the work and at a glance, private investigation firms and inquiry offices might look similar, but they carry out different types of investigations. Inquiry officers specialize in conducting credit checks on businesses, while private investigators are generally involved in tailing persons of interest and gaining information surreptitious. I can't say that right now, I'm too tired.
Surreptitiously. Yeah, it is almost midnight, and you gotta go to work. This is really good, though. So far, like, we did what was this, I'm assuming is the prologue.
Yeah, if I didn't have work tomorrow, I'd keep going, but...
Yeah, I'm excited to see...
more.
Yeah. Well, goodbye, YouTube.